right, so now, Peach, last time we did player report cards.
Yes, us and a lot of other folks.
Right, so we felt that was kind of stale, and we're like, you know what? We probably shouldn't have done that. We should have gone more Court Cousins style. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is much more Court Cousins style.
Mm-hmm.
Season superlatives.
Yes.
So just like you had in...
Takes me back to high school. I was on the yearbook squad. I used to put these things together. There was I was supposed to get one of these things. I got voted out. It was a popularity contest. Not happy about it. But these are going to go much better.
So you didn't win any superlatives?
I did not. I was supposed to.
I have one embarrassing superlative. What was the one you were supposed to win?
I was supposed to win Best Writer because I was also on the newspaper, and I used to write some fun articles in there. And then they gave it to somebody else for something they wrote in an English class because that kid was popular and I wasn't.
Let's fucking trash him. What was that asshole's name?
No, I'm not going to go
No, you're not going to go there. We don't want to dig up the past.
It's not his fault.
No, well.
I'm sure he didn't ask for it. As a matter of fact, when I talked to him about it later, he said he had nothing to do with it. It was just somebody chose and was like, oh, nobody knows that guy. Let's go with him. Everyone knows him.
Oh.
It makes sense.
You're a great writer, Peter.
They're trying to sell yearbooks. I get it.
Yeah. I won, I was like most likely to be a model or best model.
Really?
Yeah. And it's not because all the girls at my school thought I was hot.
Yeah.
Because I went to an all-guys school.
Weirder. This is a weirder category.
And it was really a troll. Like, dudes were trolling me.
Yeah.
My friends were trolling me, and somehow got it in there because an embarrassing part of my history was, my father's an actor, so he would bring me around, and I did a lot of acting as a kid and played well with played well now as I'm a teacher. But so I did a little bit of headshots, photo shoots for potential modeling gigs or whatever, just to sell move product, right?
Yep.
And so embarrassingly, I don't know how I withstood this in high school, but sophomore, junior year, those 11, 12-year-old Kyle photo shoots somehow surfaced in my friend group and spread throughout part of the school.
Right. Yeah.
And man, I had enough of social clout to weather that storm. That could have been disastrous. But it was a pretty good laugh. I'll have to dig that out. So best model is not a category in our season superlatives.
No.
Nor is best writer, although those might be interesting. But we've got 8 different categories that we're going to go through. Mm-hmm. All right. So the first is best post-game interview. Peach, who are you giving this superlative to?
I mean, look, he's on your shirt.
Yeah.
It's cool, Anthony. I mean,
no money, man.
You never know what he's going to say. And that's the beauty of it. Other guys can go and be funny on the regular, and that's cool. But you legit have no idea what happens when they put a live mic in front of Cole Anthony's face. You don't know what you're going to get. And it's always going to be something pretty good. Hopefully we see him in more happy post-game interviews in the future because I want to see what else he can dig into. Yeah,
didn't see enough of those at the end of the season.
Are you picking somebody other than Cole?
Well, someone else you don't know what to expect is Jalen Suggs.
All right.
The games where he was swearing on the hot mic and everyone was outraged about it, that was hilarious.
All right.
He's like, man, Moritz told me I'm a bad motherfucker and I just went in there and did it. He's like, you can see Dante's like, oh my God, hot mic, what am I going to do? I thought that was hilarious. It spurred this huge, you can't say that, there were kids watching. And my whole thing as an English teacher is, words and language give them the context that we create. There's nothing inherently wrong about the word fuck or any of these words besides what we've kind of socially normed for them.
That is a smart way of putting that over there.
I like
to me, I'd just be like, hey, kids need to learn when a badass motherfucker walks in the room. And now you know.
That guy is a badass motherfucker.
Yeah, he was in his bag, and then he gets called a badass motherfucker. This is how it works, kids.
All right, next one. Best at being on opposing teams' posters.
Well, I got to go with Mo Bamba here. He does block a fair amount of shots and can rim protect a little, but he does have modes where he gets a little soft and kind of gets jammed on. And as it happens with any big man, you're going to get dunked on. It's happened to everyone from the tallest Manute Bowles to the shortest guys. And when you're around the rim trying to block it, occasionally you're going to end up on team's poster. So for me, I'd have to say it's probably him. But it's because he's trying to block. So
yeah, and I'll go with Moritz Wagner. on this one.
He has been on some as well.
Yeah, and because he just gets under people's skin.
He dishes them back.
Well, exactly.
Which
you know,
is nice.
he's tenacious, so he's not backing down from anybody.
Right. His finish meter is up.
No. But when you go that hard and you get in people's faces like that, and people kind of play with a chip on their shoulder around you, you're gonna end up on the bad side of the bargain from time to time.
Yep.
And so it sometimes is Moritz Wagner.
Yeah, as Charles Barkley would say, when a guy is banging into you. All right, let's move on.
Yeah. This one you probably did see in your yearbook. It's the tried and true, most likely to succeed.
Yes. This is tough because I feel like there's a lot of guys that could take home most likely to succeed. And for me, though, I'm thinking of a freshman who, by the time he gets to be a senior, is going to be just all over this yearbook. And so for me, I'm going with Franz.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how I might interpret this. I'm actually going to go with Cole Anthony.
Okay.
Not just the basketball aspect, but I think of all the players, he seems to have just a great head on his shoulders.
Sure.
I think like growing up in the way that he did with the parents that he has, not to trash on anyone else's parents, but he just has been around the block.
Sure.
And he knows what it's going to take. And he's going to stick around. He's maybe not going to be the best player.
Okay.
But he's if I had to put money on like who's going to play the most years,
Yep.
I think I'm putting money on Cole Anthony.
So you're saying Cole Anthony because he's well liked and is popular.
Oh, did I hit
He's
a nerve?
going to be all over the book.
Did I hit a nerve, Peach? I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. I get it.
I love
We're trying
you.
to sell your books.
Okay. He's not over it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, next one. Guy, and I think the guys actually answered this during the year. Guy you least want to date your sister. And this one's easy for us because we don't have a sister.
True.
So it's all hypothetical here. If you had a sister, I imagine this is much more personal for you out there.
Yeah. You know, if I had a sister and she could date any Orlando Magic player, I'd be like, yes, please do. Because I feel like we might get to go to a few more games or something. But for the purposes of the superlative, I'm going with RJ Hampton.
Damn it, I knew that you were going to do that.
He's just young and seems a little immature off the court, so that's just I don't want my sister dating somebody who's not even legally allowed to drink yet, or is he? He's getting close.
So. He's 21, I think.
Let's,
he just turned 21. Yeah, that's I mean, him and Jalen had that TMZ moment where they were with that douchey McDouche from the Outer Banks show where he was like grinding up drunkenly on some girl in broad daylight. It looked like it was 3 p.m. It's like, bro, get your priorities together. This is not the guy you want to be chilling with. So RJ, just stay in that gym, man. Stay away from that pretty boy looking MRFer. And
there's other ways to go about being a man about town.
Yeah.
You can do it with a little more class and style, but that'll come with age. You'll get there.
He will, like a fine wine. All right, best couple on the team. Best couple.
Well, I think we're lucky. I don't think RJ is going to be dating our sister because I think for me, it's well, no. You know what? I'm not going that way.
Why?
We're going with my heart.
Okay.
I'm going with Rolo and stuff.
Okay.
There's no combination of people on the out there, with maybe the exception of Jeff Turner and David Steele.
True.
There's no combo that like I really enjoyed more in between game action than Stuff and Rolo. Their antics sustained me all season long.
Gosh, that is a good one. Yeah, I mean, there's no more storied relationship than that, is there? Except perhaps for the love affair between R.J. Hampton, Cole Anthony, and the medicine ball.
That's true.
I mean, those
thrusts.
It's
not a medicine ball. It's
the bouncy ball, the exercise ball. Yeah, I mean those.
If they could do that with a medicine ball, that'd be damn impressive.
Yeah.
Then maybe my sister would be like, "I don't care what you say, I'm dating it."
Oh no!
You can sling that thing.
Yeah, those thrusts were impressive, and I just think there's a lot of lust there. There's a lot of passion in that exercise ball between those two gentlemen,
and a lot of fun. And
yeah,
it's important that couples have fun together.
This is odd. All right. We're pretty much fashion icons, you and I. We really know how to dress. So we're going to go for best dressed.
This is the tough one because I saw a lot of terrible fashion on the sideline.
Yeah, you were not happy. The old man came out a lot
and I'm
on
not,
the porch.
when everybody's in uniform, I can't take that into account because obviously our uniforms all look pretty clean. They look good. I'm not trying to base anybody on how they wear it. Best dressed, I'm gonna go Admiral Schofield here for a one game when I saw him on the sideline wearing an NWO T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
Just because it was one of the only times I saw someone wearing something on the sideline that I have. So I'm gonna go with that one.
I like that.
I love that he's for life.
Yeah.
And decided to wear that. It's just weird to me that guys are not in some sort of uniform or well dressed when they're getting paid millions and you're there for the game, but you can't play or you're not playing. I don't understand why you're in sweatpants or T-shirts and stuff like that, but things are relaxed now. So
I mean, what I don't understand about it is how the guys sitting on the sideline look like kind of like us right now, T-shirt and sweats, as you said, but they probably cost like 10 G's. That's what blows my mind when people pay exorbitant amounts of money for T-shirts and leisure wear that you can get at TJ Maxx for the same price. So I hope, gentlemen, that's not what you're doing. Spend your money well, put it in a retirement account, and stop that silly spending on the clothing.
Get some Bitcoin or some of the NFTs.
Yeah, well, they love that. They love that. No, don't recommend that. No, that's another crapshoot. I think Gary Harris got voted by the guys on the team as best dressed.
Okay,
but I'm gonna go with Jonathan Isaac.
Ooh, yeah.
He's a slick dresser, and he's more what he'll come through with a nice blazer.
Yeah, you're right.
On him, he has the well-fitting slacks. Like, the man looks sharp. I'm not going to begrudge him that. And he had a lot of time to do a lot of outfits on the sideline.
True. I think I like that he always looks very presentable on the sideline.
Yeah.
It makes me feel a little bit better that he sat there all year.
Yeah.
He had plenty of time to work out a wardrobe, and at least he got that part right. Thumbs up for Jonathan Isaac's fashion.
All right. Do you want to do this one? Do we want to do 7?
Might as well.
All right. Well, most likely to ignite for 20-plus points. I think we made this one probably for the torch, but I can't imagine that he's going to get it. Or are we going to give it to him as like a consolation on the way
I'm definitely giving it to him.
Yeah.
He is. He's most likely to ignite for 20-plus points. Some of these other guys, you hope they get it or they're going to fight to get it or whatever. He legit ignites where it comes out of nowhere. He's chucking up threes. Everything's falling. Guys are in his face, and it doesn't matter. And that's a unique thing to have. And so for me, it was him. There's no question here.
Yeah, I feel like Cole is also kind of a streaky guy who all of a sudden, some of those fourth quarters where he bangs out 3 threes in a row and, the game has changed.
Right.
But I'm going to give it to the torch.
Yeah.
Can't give it to anyone else. That'd be wrong.
One last lighting.
Yeah. Insert lighter emoji thing.
Oh, I thought you'd go for more of a Statue of Liberty torch. That's what I envision.
Okay, do that. Yeah, I'll get that post-production. There you go, baby. That looks good.
Yeah. I think it's the wrong hand. I forget which hand it is.
Last one, Teacher's Pet. Teacher's Pet. This one's easy. I think you're probably going to go with the same one for me.
All right, go ahead then.
All right. Jalen Suggs.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there was really no one else really maybe competing for this. Cole a little bit. He liked to be at Jamal Mosley's side. Yeah. But Jalen with the time off, always in the coach's ear. This is a good thing. This is a good teacher's pet. We like to see Jalen Suggs as Jamal Mosley's teacher's pet because he was soaking it up. He didn't have the best year, but I think that IQ increased greatly. This guy has played basketball and football his whole life. He's now focusing on basketball. Give him an off season. Give him all that learning with the coach, and we're going to see a different Jalen Suggs next year.
Agreed. I mean, I've talked about that a lot throughout the course of the show when I talk about Suggs and him learning while he was out. So I think teacher's pet gets a negative connotation when you're in the class because you like, stop brown nose and stop doing that thing. But you show me one teacher's pet that like is in jail or like got hooked on drugs. Like they usually stay out of trouble and get going on the straight and narrow and go somewhere. So I said usually. So in this case, I like that he's teacher's pet because that means that the future's bright for him and he's listening and he's learning and he's paying attention. Awesome. So those are our season superlatives. What are your season superlatives? What
awards are you giving out to our squad from this year that could be silly, zany, wacky, or serious?
Yeah, make one up specifically for a player and then give it to him.
Or what season's Superlatives would you give us? Give us some. I want to get. Yeah, or maybe not. I don't know.
Most likely to drop an F-bomb on a podcast.
There you go.